Okay, here we go. It's Friday. Um, I just made the decision. I was about to say I just made the mistake to watch um, the press conference with Trump and Zelensky and JD Vance and all those wonderful people, and I'm feeling super activated by it. So I thought today would be a great time to practice. Some rain. I'll explain that acronym in a second. But just a quick reminder here by our good friend Leonard Cohen. There's a crack. There's a crack in everything, and that's how the light gets in. I think he kind of stole this from Rumi, um, but I don't think it makes it any less valuable to remember that these moments when we feel really charged or open or raw, um, that's the good stuff because there's something worthy of paying attention to. And certainly this, I don't know if you guys have seen any of this stuff. I'm sure you'll see it in the days to come. This is a really bizarre, um, yeah, a public meeting, and just it felt like watching a bunch of schoolyard bullies picking on someone who was, in my opinion, is 10 times the moral being, and yet is in a position that's really dire and troubling. And so the point being here, I'm not trying to sort of take any of you guys into any kind of I don't know, political direction here, but it's more noticing that when this stuff happens, like when we get activated, what do we do with it? Right? It's really easy to get stuck down this drain pipe of intense emotions, and then we have this tendency to process this stuff in a million different ways. And I'd love to just put on the table this idea of this acronym RAIN, which is something I've learned from Tara Brach. So the first part is just recognizing what is happening, just being really grounded and cognizant and present to, oh wow, I'm watching this thing unfold. I'm noticing having certain thoughts or certain experiences in my body are being activated. Um, and then just to allow it to happen. This is really hard, right? Just to allow ourselves to stay open to, oh wow, this really hurts. This is really longer thing, whatever the experience. Then what many of us do in these situations is we sort of clamp down in a protective mechanism, and we start blocking things out, and then try to investigate and get really curious about, why is this so upsetting, or why is this so activating? What exactly is at stake? And this is where needs come in, and values. Like what is being challenged here, or why are things so upsetting in this situation? And then last part is to nurture, is to drop in and be, I guess, be the adult, or reparent would be another way of saying it, which would be to hold the experience that we're having with care and kindness and compassion, or fill in the blank, whatever other um, nurturing tools or mechanisms we have at our disposal to support. And this, I think, RAIN is a really great acronym for just remembering that when we get stimulated in certain ways, that at the end of the day, it's up to us to be the adult and the parent that we would like. Ironically, the people that are upsetting us in the first place, that we would like them to be, and just to remember and say, okay, don't get sucked into it. Like, step up and be the person that you want to be. So, having said all that, I'd love to invite everyone to, let's try that. Let's practice that. And let's, as always, start just by closing our eyes and dropping in right here, right now, no matter what's happened leading up to this very point in time. It's done. And it bears only as much relevance as we give it. And then also anticipating whatever may be coming down the pike. Who knows if any of that stuff will actually happen? Just recognizing that for what it is. And what we're left is with is this moment right here, right now. It's about sitting and breathing and being. Body's always an amazing doorway into the present moment because the body lives in the present moment. So if you're ever wrapped up in the past or the future, just feel into the body and realize whatever we're sensing, be it breath, being the experience of sitting, whatever it might be, this is what is right here, right now. And for the sake of practice, see if you can bring to mind something that feels maybe still upsetting to you, something someone did. Maybe it's all the stuff going on in the news these days, whatever it might be. Begin simply just by recognizing what's happening. And what I mean with that is just the objective process of, remembering the YouTube video that you watched, or remembering the Facebook post, remembering what that person said or did. It's just the facts that happened. They said that. I felt this way in my body. I noticed my mind going in this direction, thinking these things. It's just recognizing that that's all there and allowing it to happen. We don't control what other people say. We don't control the weather. We don't even control our emotions or our sensations in the body. So why fight it? Just allow it. It takes courage to do that. Just let it be, feel it, sense it, think it, breathe with it. So first you got to know that it's happening. Then comes the courageous intention to say, okay, I'm going to allow this to be as it is. And then get curious and investigate. What is it about the situation or this person, circumstance? Why is it upsetting or scary or make us angry? What are the needs or the values that are being challenged here? Usually, when I get to this stage, I start feeling a little calmer. It's almost like a homecoming. I remember that, oh, right, I value fairness, I value authenticity, compassion. That's why that was so upsetting. It's like coming back home to roots or home base. And then the N is about nurturing. So, given that I'm recognizing that this situation is challenging these values or these needs, like what can I do right now to take care of myself, to be the adult in the room and do what needs to be done in order to take care of self? Again, noticing it's got nothing to do with anyone else. It's got nothing to do with anything on the outside. This is an inside job of just saying, this is what I need to do to realign myself with values and needs that are important to me. Sometimes that's a whole lot easier said than done. I think it doesn't make the effort any less worthwhile. So just remembering the acronym RAIN, just recognize what's going on, allow it to happen, be curious and investigate, why is this difficult or triggering for me? And last but not least, nurture, take care of needs to what needs to happen for me to feel whole. Go ahead and take a deep breath in through the nose. Slow exhale through the mouth. Relaxing the neck, shoulders, hands, the belly. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another deep inhale through the nose. Long, slow exhale. Just letting go. Remembering it's all happening right here, right now. Don't miss it. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your eyes. Come on back to the session. Hope that was a helpful reminder and a useful tool. Send you off into the weekend. Take care, everyone. Take care of yourselves. See you on Monday, hopefully.